Guys, these are videos and clips from my other channel. Y'all sit back and relax, learn something new, change your mind, grow your mind. Get it on. Bro, these gang stalkers don't want me to win, bro. They always be fucking with my devices, bro. Like, every time I tell myself, oh, let me just do something. And guess what? My Wi-Fi suddenly stops working, but it works for every other device, bro. These gang stalkers do not want me to win, bro. These perps, bro. They always be fucking with my devices, bro. They don't want me to win. You know what I'm saying? At all. You know what I'm saying? They want me to stay miserable in the same fucking cycle. You know what I'm saying? They want me to stay complacent, bro. They don't want me to win, bro. I swear, because they know I got some good ideas, bro. I swear. You know what I'm saying? They don't want me to fucking win. You know what I'm saying? As a man, XY chromosome male, you start at the very bottom in this reality. That's just how it always starts, unless it was inheritance. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't count. Like, no man in history ever started at the top unless it was like inherited. As a male in this reality, you always start at the very bottom, and you got to just work your way up to the top through levels and all that stuff. And yeah, so if you're a man, you're going through what you're going through, it's just like that for a reason. You know what I'm saying? It just always starts like that. You know what I'm saying? It's just how this video game works. You know what I'm saying? You never start up in the top. You always start flat on the ground. You know what I'm saying? You know. YouTube shadow banning your videos, right? Most times it's not really YouTube. Sometimes one or two people in your channel do not like what you say, or they just can't stand you, so they'll flag your video every time. You know what I'm saying? So most of the time it's not YouTube. It's always the same pattern, because somebody is reporting your thing, but they probably don't like you. You know what I'm saying? Because I noticed a pattern of like people used to like unsubscribe a lot. This was like a couple months ago. They used to like unsub from my channel, and I realized it's people. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta understand, there's like trolls on YouTube, so they'll try to mess with your page. You know what I'm saying? So it gets really like that. You know what I'm saying? You know, it just, you know, most time it's just. When a woman likes you, she is sexually attracted to you. It's automatic. You know what I'm saying? That's why women, they would do a guy, even though he was abusive, he's a piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? Because she has that initial attraction. You know what I'm saying? What about the women who give me signals but it never goes anywhere? She probably wasn't attracted to you. You know what I'm saying? She probably just trying to play and get her a little attention. It's not nothing, because when a woman likes you, she's sexually attracted to you. That's what I had to realize. So all this stuff about game and all this other stuff, mouthpiece, is just obliterate, just nonsense. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Even if these guys have hateful personalities, she still be with them because she was automatically sexually attracted to them for whatsoever reason. So all this dating advice is just stupid. When you give up on lust, you're a free man. And another thing about it is, like, women will give you dirty looks. They will despise you for that because you don't want or need them anymore. You know what I'm saying? You know? I would lust, like, before, like, I'll go to sleep, like, I'll fantasize a little bit. But that's helping me go to sleep. But in all actuality, I don't really, like, need it. that's a problem. You don't need it, and it does something to their egos or whatever. So, you know, when you're a man free of lust, like, you're just free. You're not in bondage like that. You know what I'm saying? You're not tied to something. You know what I'm saying? You're not. You know what I'm saying? And women will hate that. They'll despise you for it. You know what I'm saying? They give you like dirty looks. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Fuck minimalism. I never had shit. I never had anything. If I would have things, they would just magically disappear. So if I get rich or something happened for me, I would get a lot of shit. I would spoil the fuck out of my ugly ass self. I'll get a lot of shit for my ugly ass self. Fuck minimalism. Fuck that shit. It's come on, bro. Y'all only want one thing in life, the bare minimum. I came to this world. I didn't choose to come here, so I'm gonna take everything out of this bitch. Cause they took everything from my ass. They got my social security. They got everything around me. They got my birth certificate. So I'm gonna take as many things from them. So fuck that shit. You got me fucked up with that minimalist crap. I want everything. What is wrong with y'all, man? Do better. You know what I'm saying? You know. Why are black women so big? This question goes unanswered. We can say it's the diet, but that's not really true. It's not relatively true. You see, I have a sibling, right? And when I was younger, I used to be bigger than them or like taller than whatever. As time grew, we're both slim, right? But she weighs more than me. You know why? Because black woman's body composition is different than everybody else's. It doesn't work the same. So black women understand how their body works, then maybe they could counter that. You know what I'm saying? Because I can eat all the junk in the world and I don't gain weight. And maybe it takes some time. Black women, they'll gain it fast because black women's body is not the same as everybody else's. That's why they get so big. It's not really their diet. You know what I'm saying? It's more than that because their body is different. If they understand their body, maybe they could counter that. Anywhere because this system is shutting down. So all the stuff you want, all that shit doesn't mean anything because this system is shutting down. And I'll be there waiting because I had enough of this fucking system. This system is goofy as shit. It's fucked up. The system. So I'll be waiting. So nothing really and all that actions because this system is slowly shutting down. So you see that everything's going to shit. Especially with the mass shootings happening. I told you a mass shootings are gonna start everywhere. Like all near you. So this shit is getting crazy and getting happy. You know what I'm saying? This system is slowly shutting down, you know what I'm saying? That's why I've been smiling. Cause I know this shit, you know what I'm saying? Why I don't mess with law of attraction techniques. I don't really practice them anymore. Like visualizing affirmations because it's like, it's cool and all, but there's too much opposing energies in this earth, in this, you know what I'm saying? And there's too much there's too much of like a lot, man, for me to practice that shit. So if you practice these techniques and sometimes they work, sometimes they don't, and you fuck up and attract some shit that you don't like and your life starts turning around, then it's like, you gotta be careful with that shit. That's why I don't practice law of attraction techniques anymore. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I tried it before. I didn't really see a change in my concurrent reality. So, yeah, you know, there's already, and I don't want to fuck with the algorithmic way of this matrix. So I'm not gonna fuck up and do some shit and all that. So, yeah. it's hard to be spiritual when you're in a rut. So I was in this some spiritual guys comment section. I see these people like they're saying that like it's really hard to like be in that manner or whatever because their life's in a rut, like they're homeless, like shit is going. This guy was mentioning like how the earth is changing, the frequency is rising, how it's up for humanity to move in that frequency. But it's like if people in the comments were just saying that, it may sound negative because it's hard to be, yeah, I understand. It's hard to be spiritual when your life's in a fucking rut. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to move in that abundance. That's why like a small percentage of people will probably see that new world they try to create. You know what I'm saying? You know? I'm not saying it's impossible,